Hello everyone, here is the Lifebinder's Handmaiden. Drops off the last boss in Dragon Soul, and I was very surprised when it dropped because it didn't even cross my mind, right? Very low chance, rare amount, so it's not something I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna drop, you know, it just did. So I was pretty excited for that. So here we are in Dragon Soul, of course, on 25-man heroic mode. You can see my bags are pretty much emptied out. That's my starting gold value, so you can compare it later to see how much gold I made from this run. So I'm level 120 with item level of 346 just for reference. And as you walk into the raid, of course, you'll see a lot of mobs here. This first pack I pull here just to show you that most of the times they're not even dropping any loot. So of course, there's no real reason to be attacking them. But if they do drop loot, most of the time it's pretty minimal stuff, you know, nothing worth wasting your time for. So go ahead and skip all these trash mobs here and go directly to the very first boss. Of course, this is old content. This is a Cataclysm raid, so it should be pretty easy. Now some bosses do have a lot of health, but of course it's not going to be a problem. So down goes the first boss, and one thing you'll notice is that each boss of course drops a lot of loot. But not only that, they also drop anywhere from the high 60s to low 70s in terms of how much gold they drop, right? Like 66 to like 72 gold each boss, plus all of the loot. Especially if you're on 25-man heroic mode, they're going to be dropping a lot of loot, good stuff, and of course a lot of gold. So that's how you're going to maximize how much money you can make. For this boss, you'll notice that I skipped the mobs around him. Now I'm pretty sure these do drop loot, but I couldn't justify walking around the whole place and pulling all of them. Just seems like a time waster. So luckily for this guy here, when you attack him, it pulls everything in the room, so it does that job for you. You get that extra loot because they do drop a lot of stuff. As you notice, it's a big raid, 25 people, so they're going to be dropping a lot of stuff in addition to what the boss drops. So you see it's just a whole page of loot there. Then you're going to be meeting up with these dragon aspects. They have a lot of conversation, and you're just standing around just waiting for them to hurry up. And then you're able to kill Hagera the Stormbinder. See, she drops 66 gold plus her loot. So yeah, like I said, you're going to be making a decent amount of gold in a relatively short amount of time. So this encounter is pretty annoying. You know, you wait for more conversation, a demonstration, and then you have to kill these dragons, which are all, they're all in the air just flying around. They're dragons. Here's Ultraxion. Pretty cool fight. You'll notice that the whole atmosphere changes in Ultraxion's presence. That's how powerful this dragon is, right? Terrible, but terrific Twilight dragon. And here's the cache of the aspects. There you go. Some more gold and some more loot, right? After that, at this point you want to go ahead and board the Skyfire. Here's Sky Captain Swayze. If you notice, the orc's name is Keanu Reeves. That, of course, is a reference to the actor. So you want to talk to him and get encounter started. This is another annoying encounter because it wastes a lot of time. You're just pretty much waiting for these guys to jump off these dragons, and you want to kill them, and then you want to kill their dragons as well. You want to keep doing that for a little bit, and then you see some infiltrators, like these goblin rogues. They try to sneak their way to the cabin. You of course just kill them. After time, you see War Master Blackhorn finally come down from Goriana, and when you bring him down to 0 health, he'll basically siphon off more health from his dragon mount until Goriana comes down herself, and you have to defeat her, and then you're able to kill the War Master, as you see there. He goes down, more loot, more gold. You know, the same old story. And then you want to go ahead, talk to him again, and start the Spine of Deathwing encounter, which I do have a great video I just posted not too long ago. It's about 2 videos back. It's a good how-to video, shows you how to get this done in a pretty easy way. It's not really much of a problem. You just have to understand what's going on, and it'll lead you to this where you eventually, you know, defeat the Spine of Deathwing and move on to the final encounter, which is the Madness of Deathwing. But before that, of course, you get the greater cache of the aspects with even more stuff. As you notice, you want to make sure you have a lot of room in your bags because you're going to be collecting a lot of stuff here. But luckily, there are vendors in the raid, so you can sell, you know, throughout the raid. So of course, you want to go ahead and destroy all these tentacles, whatever the hell these things are. You want to jump from side to side and defeat them, you know, rinse and repeat. Pretty straightforward. Once you understand what you're doing, it's pretty easy. And eventually Deathwing will fall into the center and you will be attacking him. And there he goes. A very terrible, powerful, and legendary Deathwing. In so much pain, as you can see through his body language. The dragons over here, the aspects, they channeled a very powerful beam that pretty much disintegrates Deathwing. There he goes. Nothing but particles dispersed everywhere. So here it is, the Elementium fragment. And I saw at this moment I got the Life Binder's Handmaiden. I was very surprised. I was like, really? Did I just get this super rare mount? It never crossed my mind. It's a pretty rare thing, so I wasn't really thinking about this dropping. I was just trying to make some gold here. So now showing you how much I made, of course. See, my bag is pretty much full. Not entirely full, but still a lot of stuff. Go ahead and sell off everything, and I ended up with 1,573 gold in less than half an hour. That can fluctuate, of course, depending on what drops and how quickly you do it. And here's a nice look at the Life Binder's Handmaiden. Very nice dragon. Looks the same as the other dragons, except of course it has a unique coloration to it and it has some nice details on it. But anyways, thanks for watching my video. Hope to see you in the next video.